Humans of the cardboard, welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today we're looking at another Alliance Insight reveal. This time we're looking at a Red-Eyes Metal Claw Dragon. Pretty cool. This is a follow-up on the Metalmorph archetype, which is fun. I think it's been an interesting engine. It really seems like so far only like Dragon decks, like the Dragon Link kind of control decks, have really been the only decks that have really been trying to make use of this card. Or these cards in general, but, you know, the fact that they're still expanding on it is still cool because they're retraining old, cool, monsters to do so. So, anyway, this is Red-Eyes Metal Claw Dragon. It's a level 7 Dark Dragon. Its artwork is quite literally just red eyes, and I guess they're focusing a little bit more on his claws, which is fine. But yeah, classic Red-Eyes stats here. 2400 attack, 2000 defense, level 7 Dark Dragon. First effect has 3 different effects here, which is nice. You can send one of your set cards to the graveyard as cost to special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special summoned and you have max Metalmorph on your field or in your graveyard, you can add one Metalmorph trap from your deck or graveyard to your hand. And third effect, you can activate Metalmorph trap cards the turn they are set. So interesting card. This card adds, I think, a little bit more power, potentially, to the deck, but my one gripe with it, and this card is fairly easy to summon, technically, right? That first effect's just easy to trigger, but if you do not have Max Metalmorph in rotation, you do, kind of immediately go, huh, this card doesn't do anything now. Like this card is doing nothing. So this card, to me, does have the vibes of a more pure Metalmorph deck, just because you need to have this with max Metalmorph, whereas all of the Metalmorph engine starters just get you to Metalmorph, but not always to this card. So you need to be playing a more pure variant that can get you to both turn 1, otherwise this card doesn't feel worth it. But if you can do that, this card just does give you another body, does allow you to more quickly get your Metalmorph cards activating, and that's nice. And yeah, I mean, just plain and simple, this is a easy extender that, if you put in the right condition, gets you a +1 on summon, and then also allows your deck to be faster, that you are basically a trap-based deck that relies on your traps to resolve, allows them to activate the turn they're set. So, good card, I think, for the more pure version, if that actually culminates in a playable archetype, but I don't see this seeing as much play in other versions of the deck. I don't really, this to me is clearly much more of a Metalmorph card than it is a Red-Eyes card. It's going to be a little bit of a bummer, because I think there are way more fans of Red-Eyes than there are Metalmorph, but still, that's something. So there you go, pretty cool. The one more little interesting thing, and I know I've kind of been covering how much of this set is left every time we talk about cards being revealed at the end of the set. So real quick, this is not the number 4 slot. We still have this number 4 slot unrevealed. I almost wonder what the possibility is if this is the first card of the new lore. We saw, I think in the last core set of the old series, the Visas Starfrost series, I'm pretty sure, they released the Sinful Spoils Subversion, or I can't remember what that card is called, but the spell that's a removal spell for the Sinful Spoils. They revealed that card one set early, before we actually got into it. So I wonder if this slot could actually be something like that, starting off our next wave of lore. But we'll see. And then as far as the card we saw today, goes into this slot. It's the number 25 slot. So that marks off Metalmorph. And I think the one other thing that's worth mentioning is this could potentially mean we're not going to get crossover breakers stuff in this set at all. Which, by the way, I'd be totally fine with. Those cards are already, running the format in the OCG as well as here. I don't think they necessarily need those archetypes to get significant buffs, especially if those leaks are true, the ones we read. I don't know if they need it. Now, it could still be, it is still possible that each archetype gets 2 cards. It was leaked that Malice would get or leaked. We don't even know if it's true or not. But Mouse will get a new main deck monster extender and a second spell to search off of Red Ransom. It was leaked that Raziel would get like an additional main deck monster and trap. They were fine. They didn't seem like they made Raziel that much better. And then we would assume Ryuga stuff. We didn't have anything specifically leaked, but you would assume it'd get something as well. I don't know if there's enough room in here, because if you take away the 25 slot here, you only have 3 slots left. That would be 1 monster for each archetype. And then as you scroll down, these are filler slots, and I assume one of these will be the final Molcharmy. At least, which only leaves 1 slot there. We are done with extra deck cards, so do we really think these archetypes are getting, all 3 of these archetypes are getting 2 cards of follow-up if there's no extra deck cards coming? There is 1 spell card here for an archetype at 66, and then you get all the way down here, and this is past Gordy and Schneider now, so these should be filler slots for spell cards. So you're telling me there's 3 monster slots, 1 spell slot, and technically 2 traps, or 2, potentially 3. 2 trap slots for sure for an archetype, potentially a 3rd. So I guess technically it is possible Ryuga would get like a monster and a trap, but I think it seems a little bit more likely that Primite is actually in these slots, because I wasn't sure that Metalmorph would be getting more cards, because they debuted in the same set that Primite did, and Primite has nothing yet revealed for this set. So I actually think it's almost more likely at this point that Primite and then one maybe 2 other archetypes get 1 or 2 cards in here, just because Primite's been a pretty decent success, especially with it doing well in Blue Eyes. So I think they might focus on Primite before something else. So we'll just have to keep an eye on it. Still excited to see how they finish out this set. Last set they finished so strong overall, and I hope they kind of keep up that thing of like just barely any filler cards in this set. So there you go. I'll keep you up to date on all things news-wise as they come out. We should just be getting like something almost every day, and I'll be excited to bring it to you. So stay tuned to the channel, subscribe for more from me down the line, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.